Hey, everybody. It's me, Carmelita with Belita's World. I'm just popping in, see who's going to come in to the live tonight. No special subjects. As you all know, if you watched my last video, I stated I might not be doing a live tonight because I've been busy getting the kids ready for school and doing some other things. But I said, let me come in and at least give you guys an update on what's been going on with me. Hi. Welcome to Valita's World. Say who you are and where you're from. We're just going to be giving an update on what I've been doing lately. How's everything been going as far as the weight loss journey? Hey, girl, how are you? I hope all is well. I know you're doing better than me at this time because your girl is over here struggling. I need my supporters. So I haven't been doing too bad, but I ain't been doing great. Oh, good. I'm glad everything is great. So, Tanya, how far are you down now? I'm trying to give it a few minutes to see if somebody else come in. Ooh, so far today I done did 6,118 steps, and I haven't even left the house. Wow, you go, girl. You lost another couple of pounds since the last time we talked. That's great. Say hi and where you from. I see we got a second person that just came in. Yeah, just around the house, I've did over 6,118 steps. That's how busy I've been in the house alone. I did this month so far. I lost about 3 4 pounds. That's it. I'm happy about that. Oh, and I did eat something sweet. I think 3 days since the 7th, 3 times. I ate something sweet, but far as the carbs go, I have been eating the dreaded bread. But I found some low calorie. Well, y'all know I got low calorie, low carb bread, but uh, yeah, I've been doing the carb thing. We wind up having turkey spaghetti one night, and I had a half a piece of cornbread tonight with dinner. I did. I cooked for the first time. I didn't videotape it because it was my first time cooking it. But next time I cook, I will videotape it. I cooked some braised short ribs for the first time tonight. So I did braised short ribs, some collard greens, and some. Uh, I did instant mashed potatoes because I didn't feel like doing mashed potatoes. I was so busy working. Uh, I have keto bread. Well, I had keto bread. I do buy keto bread, and I like it. It just so happened I just grabbed what was on the counter. I didn't feel like looking for it. And then the kids, get this. I noticed I only got three. I got keto hot dog buns, keto hamburger buns because I make sure I have my keto stuff for when we do grill outside. If we do links, if I want a hot link, a beef link, or a turkey frank, I use my keto hot dog bread when I do that. So yeah, I do have my keto bread, and I have low carb and low calorie bread that's only like 30 calories um, per serving. And I do like I like the keto bread, to be honest. I can't really it's not a big difference. And I have been using my low carb tortilla wraps. I think I already uploaded the video where I did the eggs and um, the eggs and the turkey sausage and all that, and I wrapped it in a turkey and a low carb wrap. And I had a low carb lunch meat wrap the other day. Oh my God, it was so good. Uh, I just did lettuce, tomatoes, and the deli sliced turkey, and I used some light blue cheese in there, and I had that. Hey, cousin, how you doing? Glad you tuned into the live. It's just two of us so far. I was just giving a update. I lost, like I said, about 3 pounds. So far, I was telling Tanya, I've walked over 6,118 steps today. My goal is to do 6,000 steps a day. Um, it's, you know, with these knees, it's hard to hit that target some days, but I do pretty much get close to it. I've been doing about if I don't hit it, the lowest I've done so far was 4,000 and something. But I'm pretty much hovering around 5,000 to 6,000 steps a day. I'm working my way up to the 10,000 steps, and I have been in the garden, working in the garden a lot longer than usual. I've been out there. I go out there like at I'll get started like at 8 in the morning, 7:30, and then I don't come in until like 10:30 or 11 o'clock. So I get a lot done out there in the garden. And I've been doing my whey protein shakes. They low in carbs. I think it's only 2 grams of carbs per protein shake, and that have been saving me a lot with the eating. I'm still trying to get the eating under control. Uh, I have slacked off. Remember, cousin, when you said about the kids, we can't eat what they eat. We cannot eat what they eat. So with these boys, we got all these snacks in here for them, and I have to say, I haven't been eating any snacks. Mm-mm. Uh, I think I probably ate some of their chips once, but it was like I wanted to taste they like these hot chips or something. I ate like 2 or 3 of them, and I was like, that ain't for me. I'm glad I didn't like them. Trust me, because I probably would have demolished them. But yeah, it's been kind of hard, especially with when we go out to take them shopping and stuff. Um, that's when I'll probably have something. Like we went to a place called the Cookout. I had never been there, and I wind up getting a burger at the Cookout, and that was the only thing. But the crazy thing is, that was the only thing I ate all day was the food from the Cookout. We had been up and going all day, taking them school shopping and stuff. Well, we got one that's in school, but his little brother's here as well, and he'll be here to the 31st. So when you shopping for one, the other one, even though you ain't buying the other one school clothes, he gonna see something he won't. So we got him a one outfit, and I was starving after doing all that shopping and stuff. So we went over to the Cookout, and that's when I had a burger and some French fries. But would thank God for the gastric bypass. I was only, I ate on that all day. So that was my meal for the entire day. So I'm glad about that. And I'm glad about the a little 3 pounds that I done lost, but I know I could have done a whole lot better. Um, and that's the whole thing, just getting up and doing my devotional and praying. And I like to cook. Uh, I like to cook, and that way I know I have control over what's going in my body. So I have been doing a lot of cooking, and Paulette, she's been cooking as well. And I make sure that we have like the lean meats, the ground turkey, the ground chicken, and I posted the Bang Bang shrimp and the Bang Bang chicken meal. I posted those two meals already. So I'm struggling, but I'm not giving up, and I'm still making sure that I am eating at least 80, 60, 80% of the time, healthy meals. Uh, and one thing I noticed, if I cook my stuff from scratch, I know it's going to be healthier. And that's one thing I do like. I think I'm going to get into making, trying to make everything pretty much from scratch, from the, even my breads and things like that, because I need to know what's going in it. That's where I'm at. I want to know what's going in my mouth, what's going in his body. And by me being out in that garden, I will, I'll go out there and I'll get one, I'll have one little red cherry tomato, and I'll pick that little red cherry tomato, and I'll pick that little one or two peppers, honey, and I'll come in here and I'll cut that little sucker up, throw it in me a little salad. Right now, I did another. I don't know if, hopefully, you guys watched the video. I did the Greek salad, which is very healthy. I had my avocado. I made my dressing with the avocado oil. You seen me make that. I just made another Greek salad the other day, and that keeps me from overeating. And I made a fruit bowl. One of my great nephew, he said, Nana, Auntie, can you make me one of them fruit bowls you made? So I made a big bowl of fruit. I went down to Sam's Club and I got some grapes and strawberries, blueberries, uh, pineapples, and apples. And I just cut it up, washed everything up, cut it up, and put it in the bowl. I cut up the apple and the strawberries, and I just threw the blueberries. You can't cut up no blueberries. I threw the blueberries in there in that bowl, and I mixed it all up, and the grapes, um, and it was really good. So we got a bowl of fruit, not a huge bowl, but it's fruit in there, and I have like a cup of fruit, mixed fresh fruit for a snack, and that helps me. That keeps me from eating the chips and all that. I have not been eating potato chips. I think I've had chips probably once in the last 20 days. Yeah, I think I've only eaten chips once in the last 20 days. So, with that being said, I'm okay with what I did, but I'm not happy with what I did, because I just want to get a little stricter. But like I said, I don't want to go too hard, because whenever I go gung ho real hard, I always fall way off and I start doing way, way, way too much like I was the last time. So the good thing about this is go round little by little. I'm doing better. Look at my little neck. See how my neck is. You can tell when you doing good, because you all of a sudden I'm beginning to see my little bones, as you can see here. I'm still chunky though. I still got a ways to go. I'm still trying to get under this 200. That's my whole goal. Get out of the 200s. And I'm gonna keep working on this until it's done. I was thinking about, going doing like a, how we do when we, right before our surgery, they tell us, some people get told, okay, do a liquid diet 3 days before. Me, I was told to do a liquid diet 21 days before my surgery. I don't know if you all know that, but because of my size, um, I was instructed to do the liquid uh, diet, not just, like soft food, like I could do like cream of mushroom soup. I can do a cream of broccoli soup, tomato soup. Um, I could do smoothies. And so for for all the way up into 3 days before my surgery. That's all I could do was shakes and soup. So I went out and I bought a lot of canned soups. I bought a lot of canned tomato soup, a lot of cream of mushroom soups, and sure did, and cream of chicken soup. And so that's what I did for, I think it was 20, I had to do that 21 days. So I did that for like uh, 15 days, 14 days. And then my last 3 days, I was on clear liquids until I had my surgery. And believe it or not, you guys, I stuck because I was so scared of having complications. I didn't know what would happen to me had I not done um, the liquids. So I did exactly what the doctor said. I did the cream soups and protein shakes. And then when it came to the last few days, I did the clear liquids and the clear protein shakes up to my surgery. And I was thinking, and I'm saying that to say this, girl, if you was able to do that, you should be able to jump back on track and do it again. And I did it out of fear, but I should be able to do it now out of fear of gaining weight. Because that's one thing I don't want to do. I do not want to gain no weight back. I enjoy the size I am now, but I want to be smaller. And I don't want to get too comfortable being the size I am now. So that's my main goal. That's what I'm working on right now. And I have been, like I said, trying to film some of the foods that I cooked. I didn't film today because it was my first time um, cooking braised short ribs and stuff, and I didn't know how it would work or whatever, and what I was doing. And I was said I'll just do it in another video. I don't eat too much beef, but the, if y'all remember, if you watch my Sam's Club haul I did a couple of weeks ago, I had got 2 packs of braised short ribs, and they were only $16 a pack. So that's what I cooked tonight. I wanted to cook those, and I had never cooked them. I didn't had them in the restaurants and stuff, but I had never cooked any, and so I truly enjoyed them. So yeah, and uh, we booked our tickets for Thailand. And you all know that that was our goal. Our goal is to eventually move to Thailand. We're supposed to be moving there in July of 2026 on another subject other than weight loss. And well, what happened is we done booked our flight. Why did Cambodia set mines over in Thailand? Because they want part of Thailand's property or whatever land. I don't know however you want to say it. And now Thailand done bombed Cambodia. You can't make this stuff up. So now we don't know if we're going to be taking this trip or not. Oh, I lost everybody. I'm down to one person. If you the one person, raise your hand, say me, so I know who it is. Yeah, so that is a shocker for us. So we're gonna play it by ear and see what happened. Luckily, we did pay for insurance for our plane tickets, and we were just going for 30 days just to visit and look at the different cities that we were planning on moving to. So we're going to see how that go. But what I have, oh, it's you. Thank you, Tanya. My cousin, I guess she must have had to get off. So that's what we're doing. We're going to be watching the news. It's not on our news out here really. We watched it on YouTube. I follow a lot of people on YouTube, and they were talking about it. So, so yeah. And one thing I want to show you back to the protein shake. I'm gonna show you the protein that I got, and I like it. Give me a minute. Let me get up and go get it. This is the one that I'm drinking now. It's the Premier Whey Protein Shake, and it's 30 grams of protein in there and 150 calories, and only 1 gram of sugar. So it has 3 grams of carbs in it. That's all. So I drink this with some almond milk, and then I'll add my fruit to it. Sometimes I'll add a banana, or sometimes I'll just add I have uh, fruit that I just cut up. Like if I have too many apples and too many strawberries or something, and I see nobody's eating them, and before they go bad, what I will do is I will literally, if I don't juice them, I'll cut them up and I make little frozen, and I freeze my fruit. Is already cut up and cleaned and stuff, and I freeze it in little single bags, like Ziploc freezer bags, and then I'll use that. I'll just take that out and add it to this 2 scoops and 1 cup of almond milk, any milk that you choose, or water if you choose to. And I'll add 1 cup of almond milk to it, which is an additional 30 calories because it's unsweetened almond milk, and then the fruit. And it is really, really good. And also, you can make it like a smoothie bowl as well. The other day, I made sure I put a lot of ice in there, and I made it really thick, like ice cream, because, you know, with the gastric bypass, when we eat sweets, and that's one thing I'm glad about, I have not been eating any sweets, because we know how it make our body, go. And when you're eating clean and you're eating right, it's a big difference. It is a big difference. So when I want some ice cream, I'll do this. I can turn this into not just a smoothie, but I can turn it into like ice cream too. Or I can just do the fruit and yogurt and turn it into like some ice cream. But I like this better. And I made it thick. Oh my goodness, it was so good. And then all you have to do, like if you want to, you can add a little granola to it, some toasted almonds on top of it if you want, for that crunch. Like especially when I'm trying to cut back on eating, like eating one meal a day or something, I'll add that to it for a crunch. Girl, that's why you losing so much weight, because you're afraid to eat anything sweet. That's a good thing, baby, because I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna run through you. Um, and you gotta watch it, because if you eat, you know, for me, if I eat something sweet, it probably won't bother me. I'll go the next morning, sometimes. So the next day is when I'm in that bathroom. And all it does is just loosen everything up. That's what it's going to do. It's going to loosen you up. Uh, and sometimes it can affect your stomach if you overdo it on the sweets. So you really, really got to watch it. So far, that's only happened one time. And guess what? That was when I took the kids shopping to the cookout. We went to the cookout. I forgot to mention I had a what wasn't a root beer float, a Coke float. They got called it the Coke float, and I was like, ooh. And they have a meal is $7.99 for the meal, but it's a lot of food. So You get the burger, the French fries, and you can get wings or a wrap or a quesadilla with that. The quesadilla ain't nothing. It's this big and it's thin. Ain't nothing in there. So it sounds like a lot, but it's not a lot. But it is a lot with the burger and the fries and the Coke float. You get a lot for your money for $7.99 per meal per person. And so what I did was I had that Coke float and I got sick because I couldn't eat the whole burger. I couldn't eat the fries. Remember, I told you I ate on that all day when I got home. But for about a good 45 minutes, I was sick as a dog. We pulled into Burlington. We left the restaurant and we were going in the Burlington Coat Factory, and we were over in Kennesaw, Georgia. And by the time we parked, I was holding my stomach. I was in so much pain. No, it is crazy, cousin. We shouldn't be afraid to travel outside the country. Um, so uh, when I tell you I was sick, and that was from the Coke float, that was the first time that I got sick. And as I started feeling a little better, I knew I had to go to the bathroom. I didn't have to go for my stomach was just so upset. And that was the first time I earled just a little bit. I didn't, it wasn't a lot, just a little bit. And I said, so this is what they mean about when you overdo it on sugar. Yeah, just the Coke float. And I think it's because I ate it fast. It was so good. I won't do that again. They can have it. Because I did not like being sick. I was sick for like 45 minutes. Yeah, cousin, I was back to Thailand. Yeah, I was telling her that um, because Cambodia and Thailand is kind of at war right now. And I'm like, and Thailand has never been in war with no one. Thailand is the only country that was never colonized. Yeah, you hear me? The only one out of this world that was never colonized, that the Europeans and the French did not take over. You know, they took over Africa, they took over the United States, which the Indians own. They took over China, they've taken over Vietnam. They've taken over all these places, even though the people got their place back, but they were colonized and they were stripped of a lot of their heritage and stuff. But but Thailand wasn't. So I don't know. We may be looking at Vietnam as well. But yeah, so uh, that's one thing that I back to the protein shake. That's what I would have been my saving grace uh, on most of the days is the protein shake. So Tanya, what have you been eating uh, lately? What is your go-to main foods that keep you going? So, anybody want to say what they're eating on to keep them, help them continue with their weight loss? Our girl Tanya, she's doing so good. I was asking her, can she type in what it is that she's been eating lately to keep her weight down? I've been doing a lot of bacon and stuff and stir fry foods, and I got a lot of seafood in there. But I am thinking about doing like uh, a 3 day liquid diet, like just doing liquids for 3 days, just to really get a cleanse his body. I did good with the without the sugar, and now I need to push it a little harder and just go 3 days with nothing. But you know, my soups and protein shake. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I know with doing that for 3 days, I'll probably lose another 5 pounds, 5 or 6 pounds doing that. Tanya, are you still there? She must have dropped off. So, if you new or just joining, say hi. Where you from? This is the Leaders World: Life After Gastric Bypass and Retirement, and I'm just sharing an update on my. I'm trying to do 30 days no sugar, fish, turkey, chicken, eggs for breakfast, and the eggs for breakfast. Yeah, I just went and got um some more eggs. I do a lot of eggs for breakfast as well. I had eggs for breakfast, eggs and cheese for breakfast this morning, and two little patties. And when I say small, this is how little my patties were. Took me a minute to eat it, but I couldn't eat all my eggs. But I normally do one egg. I think Paulette must have cooked me 2 eggs, and I did the thin, skinny bagel. I love me a good bagel. Matter of fact, I want to show you guys the bagels that I purchased, and they're called skinny bagels. Give me a minute. Let me show you guys this. Now they also come in my favorite cinnamon raisin. So if I wanted, I had one of the bagel, and this is, I don't know if y'all got it, if y'all can see it right, which way I got it up, but it's called and I get this at Aldi, and they're very thin, and that's what I like about them. And they're only 110 calories. See, and this is the everything bagel with the little seeds and stuff on it, and it's thin. So that's what I'll toast that and make me like a little breakfast sandwich, or sometime I'll just eat it on the side. And it's only 110 calories. So when I'm doing my calorie counting and stuff, this is what I'll have. And it gives you 4 grams of protein on top of the protein that you get with your sausage. Now, it is kind of high in carbs. It's 22 grams of carbs and 4 grams of fiber. So really it's 18 grams of carbs. 18 grams of net carbs is what that is. So that's what I do when I want a bagel. I noticed those, so I bought those. They're not like a bagel though. They're good, but you know, I do love me a Dave's Killer Bread bagels. Um, but you know, right now I'm trying to watch it. I got to get this weight off. If I eat a Dave's bagel, that's 240 calories, but it has a lot of healthy. It's made with a lot of healthy ingredients. That's the difference. So And I've been using my when I do my stir fry, I have been using my avocado oil mainly when I do it. Remember, we talked about the good fats and the bad fats, so I have been using my avocado oil. Oh, girl, then you got it made. You know, Aldi be having some great sales, baby. Uh, that's why I got my salmon. I did an almond haul, Aldi haul, and I shared some salmon, and I think it was cod. Yeah, I got cod. I won't be buying cod. I don't care for cod. I like Dover fish, but I don't care for cod. I won't buy that anymore. But yeah, I got a lot of salmon, big pieces of salmon. I just cooked the last of it. I baked some salmon. I think I did a video. I don't know if the video has come up yet, but I did video my cooking the salmon in the oven. Um, I got to look and see if I did that video yet, but it was so good. I got big, I mean, like this pieces of wild caught salmon, and it was everything was marked half off. Well, it was like $7 for big pieces like this already. And then it was half off. So I spent like $3. I was spending $2 and $3. Baby, when I tell you I think I grabbed just about every piece of salmon they had up in there. Oh, what did you eat? What did you eat the raisin toast by itself? And it came back up? Because I love me some raisin toast, but I try not to eat too much of it. Um, Paulette eat a piece of raisin toast every morning for breakfast. So we stay with the Thompson's raisin toast in this house, uh, and I get that. I get the two for the price of one at Sam's Club. So that's why. Well, I don't know if it's two for the price of one now, because when I went in Sam's Club, baby, they call themselves having sales. Those wasn't no sales. The tariffs have finally shown up, and they showing out because what they calling sales ain't sales. It was so many blue tags and yellow tag sales, and I'm looking at them prices. Um, I didn't do a haul on it. I did buy a lot of stuff, but I spent $208 in Sam's because everything is just it's just going up. So what did you eat with the raisin toast? I'm just trying to figure out if you ate something with it. Is that the reason it came up because you overate, or was it too sweet? You saying yes, but I'm not saying understanding. Yes to it came up by itself, or yes to you ate it with something else. Cooper, be quiet. Cooper in there cutting up. I'm waiting on Tanya to respond, you guys. I'm not trying to give y'all dead silence. I guess she's saying yes to she ate it by herself and it came back up. I'm assuming that's what she meant. So anyway, that's it, you guys. That's what I've been doing lately. Um, I've been, like I said, I've been spending some hours in the garden. That's where I've been. Oh, you plain? Okay, you ate it plain. I always eat mine plain too. I just hate that for you that it came back up. Maybe I hope you didn't eat it too fast. You know, especially being sometimes if we eat it too fast, that can happen. It was too sweet. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that could be it. Because well, that's when the Coke float came up. It was that was too sweet for me. And raisin toast is kind of sweet a little bit, and you probably it's gonna take a minute or something you can just take away from your diet now. And you ain't got to worry about it no more. But I'm gonna tell you, I love me some raisin toast. I hate that for you though, but I don't eat it that much. Thank God, I don't. It's something that I eat um, probably twice a month, if that, if that, if that. So I have been. I'm going to, like I said, go on this 3 day, and I have some cream of mushroom soup. I have some. Oh, I love tomato soup. And I have some tomato soup. And if the tomatoes turn red in my garden, I'll just take those tomatoes and make me some fresh tomato soup from scratch. And I'm going to be doing my protein shakes. So, like I said, I'm going to be doing that for at least 3 days. And I'm probably going to do that next week. Okay, you took your time eating it. Yeah, it's just something you can't eat right now. And that's the crazy part. Uh, things that Some things I used to could eat, since my surgery, I can no longer eat. And things that I couldn't eat, I can now eat. Watermelon, avocados. These are things that I could not eat um, prior to my surgery. Cilantro. I couldn't, it would just like the smell of cilantro, um, or once it hit in my mouth, it would make me want to earl. That made me want to earl. Avocados made me want to earl. Avocado dip. So it's crazy how. And then if I eat if I eat certain foods too fast, it makes me want to earl. Like if I eat eggs, one day I made some eggs, and it just it was either something, because I like to doctor up my eggs. I don't like eggs by themselves. I'm always adding tomatoes and a little cheese or something with the eggs, some turkey, the turkey kebab sausage in there, or some onions and tomatoes. And it one day I had put some tomatoes and onions and uh, cheese, and I think some turkey Hillfire Farm sausage in my egg, and it just made me sick to my stomach. But okay, yeah, leave it out, girl, leave it out. You know what? You right about that. Salmon croquettes. I was thinking about making some salmon croquettes not too long ago, um, because that's a great food to have for breakfast. Yeah, some salmon croquettes. Since I'm gonna start that, girl, you make me want to have salmon croquettes for breakfast. But I can't do it tomorrow because I got to go to this open house tomorrow for the kid. Um, and that's Friday. So if I have salmon croquettes, I'll probably have some on Saturday, and then Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday I'll do the liquids. Y'all going y'all we all gonna be in the mighty prayer line for that one. Yes, honey. I'm gonna be praying the whole time. And I'm gonna be drinking on my water and my green tea. My green tea is a savior, you guys. The water and the green tea is a savior. Savior. On the days that I really think I'm overdoing it, when I think I'm overdoing it on eating, it's crazy because as time go on, you can eat more and more, or you wind up getting um, hungrier, hungry sooner. Like for me, what I have noticed is even on my healthy when I'm while I'm eating healthy and I'm eating making a lot better choices, I have to monitor me eating, not just what I eat, how often I eat, because I've been paying attention to my body, and we have to pay attention to our body, you guys. We really do. And what I have noticed, even though I am over a year and going on 7 months out, I'm over a year and going on 7 months out since my surgery. And lately, I've noticed I get hungry. Um, I'm ready to eat something like every 3 hours. Yeah, every even though I'm eating small amounts, so that's why I say I really have to monitor what it is that I'm putting in my mouth, um, and that's very scary. And I'm going to tell you, this is the scary part because if I don't really monitor myself, I can gain my weight back. I can truly see how people gain their weight back within 2 years or 3 years. Um, Some people don't, but I can see how people do gain their weight back within 2 or 3 years because as your body heals, you're able to eat more. Um, Even though I get full quick, if I push the plate away, what I noticed the other day, if I don't get up 10, 20 minutes later, I can eat a little bit more. And I said, that's how they get you. That's how people gain that weight back. I really pay attention to everything. So if I get full off something, I will when I'm eating my food and I feel it, I get up, I pack it up, and I put it in the refrigerator if I want it for later, or I'll throw it away, the remainder. And the hardest thing for me to do is throw away food because I was raised you don't throw away food. I was raised you eat all your food. You can't when I was a child, we could not even get our dessert until we cleared our plate. Hence the reason why I got so big, because in my mind, that's still the mind frame that I have. And that's the mind frame that I'm trying to work on and change. I'm 59. It's kind of hard, but it can be done. And I just give it all to Him, to God, and just pray about it and I'm doing so much better at throwing away food instead of um, eating it all until it's gone. And that's my mind frame now. I'm trying to change that mind frame of just not throwing stuff away. Sometimes I'll throw it away, and then sometimes the old me will creep in and like, I can't throw this away. I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator and save it for later. Oh, you go. Hi, Miss V. Welcome to Valita's world. Um, Great comment. That's right. We growing up that way. Clean your plate, no dessert. And when you eat that way, it messes with us as we get older. And so now I'm trying to correct something that I was taught and raised to do. And I try to teach my kids, my grandkids, great nieces and nephews. If you don't want it, put it away. Get it, eat it later. Just so we won't be wasteful. Everybody say hi to Miss V. Um, where are you from, Miss V? This is my first time seeing you in one of my lives, or have you been hiding in the shadows? uh, so yeah, so that's what I've been doing lately is just pushing away from the table and putting stuff away. I got I was in my freezer the other day, and I have so many little glass freezer bowl dishes of food. And what I do is I'll label them because as we put our stuff in the freezer, if you don't label it, when it gets frozen, you can't see inside. You don't pretty much, you're not probably not going to remember what it is. So I always make sure I have a label maker, and I'll just type on that label maker what it is and print it, and then I'll just stick it because I can't peel it off. It's not gonna damage or stain my glasses or my dishware or whatever. Or I put it in a Ziploc bag and I'll write whatever it is on the Ziploc bag, and I'll write the date. I put the date on it, and I'll put it in the freezer. So this month, I went in the freezer, and a couple of times I was like, "Ooh, I didn't want to cook." I was able to just go in there and grab something out. Like I have some greens and turkey in there. I just cooked some greens and with smoked turkey wings tonight with dinner. That was the vegetable to go with the braised short ribs. Um, and Paulette said, "Don't we got greens in the freezer?" I'm like, "Not enough for the whole house," because I have a little glass jar like this, and I have some in there single serve um, for myself. I did the same thing with Thanksgiving dinner. I made little single meal plates to keep from throwing away food. Let's see, you're from Texas. Well, welcome, Texas. My aunt lives in where she live. She live in Texas. I can't think of the name of the city. I was just down there 2 years ago visiting her. It's a military town. It's a small. It's not that big. Anyway, I'll think of it. Look, I'll think of it later. um, yeah. So so I have the greens and um, if I bake yams, I'll freeze that. Whatever it is, I will freeze it, uh, and that way I have the meals. I can go back to them later. So it's like a meal prepping with leftovers. Killeen, that's it. That's where my aunt lived in Killeen, Texas. That's right. Thank you. So are you in Killeen too? uh Yeah. So that's what I do with all my leftovers. Like tonight, um, I'll put this in the refrigerator, and if the kids don't eat it all by tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I'll give them 2 days on it. Then I'll break it down and I'll make individual meals probably and just put it in the freezer. And that way, if somebody's hungry, they can just take out a meal and I'll put on there what it is. Well, guys, look like we're coming up on our hour. It is we've been on for 53 minutes. I want to thank you everybody for chiming in. And if anybody have anything they want to add before I go um, with what they're doing while they're on their weight loss journey or whatever journey you're on in life, um, go ahead on and put it in the chat. Write it up in the chat, and I'll highlight it uh, for everyone to see and tell us what's going on with you. And oh, and we do. No, I'm not that far from Killeen. Okay, we're from Dallas, but from Dallas. Okay, originally from Dallas. I have never been to Dallas, and believe it or not, that was the first time I had ever been to Texas. I drove through all because we drove from Georgia to Texas, and we went through a lot of cities while we were going to Killeen from here. We probably drove through Dallas. I don't know what all we drove through, but it was a long drive. And driving through Texas, baby, that is a long state, big old state. Seemed like we was never gonna get out of Texas, but I enjoyed it. It was beautiful, beautiful place. So if you didn't hear, you guys, we don't know if we're going to be going to Thailand. We were supposed to leave on September 15th, and we're going from September 15th to October 15th. But due to Thailand being at war with Cambodia right now, it just started. um, we're going to be probably looking at another country because we do plan on moving out the country uh, next year. And I got to get this weight off. I want to be smaller than I am now and happy. That's right, Tanya. You know my saying. Peace, love, and happiness is the only way to live. Y'all, she said it for us. She know that's my saying before I get off, before I go. Um, so we're gonna be wrapping this up shortly. Uh, really right about now. Um, if this is your first time, thank you so much for joining the live. If you're returning, thank you. Always greatly appreciate it. I love every last one of you guys. And this is all about my life after retirement, and gastric bypass. And I try and help people along the way and giving them my experiences and what I've done while I've been on this journey. Tanya say she live. Oh, you used to live in West Dallas. While I've been on this journey, and so we share advice with each other. I always ask people to put their input in, what they're doing, um, what they're eating. If this is your first time, if you hear strictly for the weight loss, you can go back. I videotaped and uploaded me when I was in the hospital having my surgery. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I started at my highest weight was 439 pounds. That's the highest weight that I weighed in at. Right now, I'm about 245 is where I'm at right now. And I'm staying between 245 and 250. I'm trying to break that. I'm trying to get out of the 200s. That's what my doctor wants, and that's what I want. So that's what I'm working on right now, and that's why I'm all, probably just. It's called a reset, really, is what you do, and that's why I'm probably going to try and just do the 3-day reset and keep the ball rolling to get the rest of this weight off. Hey, Nisi from Cali, is this your first time joining as well? You too, Tanya. You have a blessed rest of the week as well. And congratulations and keep up the good work. You can't you can't lose, especially when you ain't able to eat no sweets. Yeah, cousin, the lady, Miss V mentioned Colleen. This is my cousin, Bonafide G. That's my cousin. She popped in, letting us know where my auntie lived. Thank you. That's my goal. I can do it, and that's my whole thing. I used to have a saying, "Never give up." With my cousin, Bonafide G, when she had got us tickets to The Price is Right, she wound up. Y'all can go look at that video too. She wound up going on The Price is Right, and she wound up winning on The Price is Right. I had made us shirts. And on the back of my shirt, this is, like I said, when I was weighing over 425 pounds back then, about 420 or 410 when we went on The Price is Right. And I had had these T-shirts made, never give up. And that's been my saying. I'm never giving up. Yeah. And thank you. I'm not going to give up, and I'm going to keep working on it till I get it off. Yeah. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to go. And once again, thank you everyone for tuning in. If this is your first time, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell button so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. Over here, I like to do nothing but positivity. I don't like no negative energy. I really believe that happiness is the only way to live. Peace, love, and happiness is the only way to live. We got enough negative in this world, so why have a negative channel? You got to have somewhere where you can laugh. All right. See you next week, Tanya, and see you all next week. And with that being said, let's say it all. Peace, love, and happiness is the only way to live. Bye for now, everybody. You have a safe, happy weekend. Okay? And be blessed.